Hello, I'm Kathy with a K, radio broadcaster in Honolulu. Hawaii POV is a talk story series, Radio Music Hawaii. And I've been reconnecting with people that I've known through Hawaii radio. Otto is someone I've known since the 1990s. I met him, the best of my recollection. We would have these DJ meetings at the first radio station I worked at in Waipahu called Radio Free Hawaii. And during the weekly meetings, we would have this guy, Scott Yellen, who would provide individual massages, and Otto would bring in cheesecake. And we would look forward to these meetings because there'd be massages and cheesecake. I wouldn't always get a massage, but I would definitely always get a slice of Otto's cheesecake. I'm not a fan of cheesecake. I love Otto Cake. That was the difference. And this is Otto. Here we are at Ala Moana Beach Park because it's June 2019. An earlier startup, I had just said that it was summer 1999. And I don't know why, but that must be a significant thing in the air. Radio Free Hawaii was a radio station that was ballot-driven. Listeners weekly would create this playlist from 3 songs they most want to hear, songs they didn't want to hear, and suggestions in the back of the ballot. How did you become aware of Radio Free Hawaii?
Because they were playing music that other radio stations didn't, that I liked.
Were you listening to the radio already, or did somebody tell you about it?
No, somebody said that they played music that I liked on the station.
What kind of music did
punk
you
rock.
like? Okay.
And no one was playing punk rock then.
In
there was no station that was playing punk rock in Hawaii.
Yeah. Oh, commercial radio stations.
True
yeah.
that. I mean, yeah. KTUH. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then you would say yes, but not every programmer would play punk rock. But yeah, it'd be that hour, 2 hours that they would get to play punk rock.
Oh, like a
You're
spread
right. Yeah.
program.
And then it was hard to catch that one. At that time, back then, they didn't. You almost had to be near the campus. Mm-hmm. Now it's a little bit pumped up, if I'm correct.
What were some of the bands or artists that you were listening to leading up to that? That was like your punk rock library.
I think it would The Clash, mm-hmm. Operation Ivy, Rancid. Whoa, the Smiths. I like the Smiths a lot. That's who I think of right now.
Otto has a shop in Kaimuki, Otto Cake, and where's it located?
On 12th Avenue.
On 12th Avenue. Yeah. And you've been creating these desserts for 20 years?
I'm going to make 30 in January.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was 1990. January, yeah.
1990 that you officially
made the first cake. My mom liked cheesecake,
okay.
And there was I think it was at Star or Times, I'm not sure which one, and she used to get one that was frozen. Okay. And it came from Denver, and they discontinued it, or maybe somewhere in the mainland that bakery went out of business, I'm not sure. I would try to make one for her because she liked it so much, and then we had a potluck at where I worked. They liked it, and from that day that I took it to that potluck, I have gotten orders. So my whole goal was to blindfold my little brother, and then when he tasted it, he knew what it was. Like, that tasted like cheesecake. I was trying to go for as little ingredients as possible and very easy to make. That was the goal, and it turned out that was a smart move, because now I'm make so much of it, that really, the timing to make one and everything, it's helped to be able to continue and make a big thing, because all the cheesecakes are made by this arm. There's no other person making the cake. I make all the cakes. When you do a mixer, a lot of it sticks to the side of the bowl. Mm-hmm. When you have that control, that never happens. So it always gets mixed, and you can get the right consistency immediately.
How many flavors of cheesecake do you have?
I stopped counting at 286. But I have new ones coming out all the time. I have 2 new ones that I can't wait to make. I'm just got to get the right idea, and the right ingredients and everything for it.
What are the most popular Otto cake?
The original one is my biggest seller to this day. So the very first one. I think key lime, orange chocolate chip, lilikoi are really big sellers of flavors.
I like.
And then
you
I have some
lychee ones, right?
Yeah, lychee. I have a lot of obscure flavors too.
Do you take requests? What is the most? I guess it's not unusual if somebody requests it, but would you ever do a durian?
The fruit is really smelling, and I don't want to, and very overpowering, and I kind of experimented with it, but it also started getting into the other cakes.
Oh.
So I kind of like stayed away from that. I thought, there's a limit that, if you're in a bakery, did at home maybe, but I did try. Yeah.
When you are not baking desserts, where are you found?
I love roller coasters.
Yeah.
I rode,
that's a nice roller coaster.
I wore one on my shirt. I go to the gym. Love running. I don't run out in the street anymore. I start running in the gym. It's safer. I like traveling. Museums. Live bands still to today, and still playing with the 86s. So.
Have you ever thought about being elsewhere, or that's why you travel?
Yeah, I travel. That helps. I mean, if I think that, good question. If I did have to live somewhere else, I would live in New York City.
Oh, what is it about New York City?
You also don't have to need a car.
Yeah, I love walking.
Yeah, walking on. They're just like a lot of things that we don't have here that you get there, and it's another island.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm an island kind of person. So.